Somewhere in 3 million pages of unsealed emails, a grown man is talking about beef jerky like it's a matter of national security. The question isn't whether Jeffrey Epstein was guilty. That part's settled in court with actual victims who actually testified. The question is, what's hiding in the 6 million pages nobody's released yet? And why a redaction process run by the US government somehow produced worse security than a group chat. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, why the internet decided jerky was a cannibalism code word and then just kept going with that with full confidence for months, building entire frameworks of theory on top of a deli product and a restaurant name.
This isn't a cold case from 1970 nobody remembers. This is a currently unfolding document dump involving a former president, the world's richest man, a Microsoft founder, and a redaction team that apparently blacked out "Are you okay?" but left "I liked torture videos" untouched. Somewhere between real institutional failure and unhinged internet theorizing, there's an actual story. Let's go find it and mock every single person who made that harder. Here's what's confirmed, and it's damning enough without embellishment. Epstein ran a trafficking operation involving children, used private planes and a private island to move victims and associates, and built relationships with an absurd cross-section of power: finance, politics, science, tech. He died in a Manhattan jail cell in 2019, officially by suicide, with the cameras conveniently not working and the guards conveniently not checking. Officially. That's not a joke, that's just what happened. And it's fine to find that insane. Now the names. Emails allegedly show Elon Musk asking Epstein about parties and whether he could bring his wife. Musk has said publicly he was invited to the island and didn't go. Make of the gap what you want. Bill Clinton appears more than anyone else in the documents. He said he did nothing wrong and saw nothing, which is the international statesman's version of "I don't recall." And then there's Bill Gates, who allegedly emailed Epstein about a Russian woman and an STD, and asked for help keeping it from his ex-wife. An email so pathetic, it almost distracts you from the actual headline, which is Gates's foundation and Epstein trading emails about pandemic modeling, vaccine infrastructure, and offshore charitable funds years before a pandemic actually happened. Foresight, or planning. Officially, foresight. The emails alone don't prove otherwise. But it's very funny that extremely good at his job and conspiracy theorists' fever dream produce the exact same paper trail. None of this is the disturbing part. The ditter part is what didn't make headlines. Names like Leslie Wexner surfacing only after lawmakers forced redacted sections open, followed immediately by a very tidy little wave of resignations. A Dubai tycoon, Goldman Sachs' chief legal officer, a Hyatt chairman, the head of the World Economic Forum. Nobody resigns that fast over nothing. Nobody. Now, the part you're actually here for. And the part I need you to sit with for a second before you get carried away. In the emails, the word jerky shows up repeatedly in oddly specific detail. Bags of it in a freezer, a recipe from Francis, who apparently worked at a restaurant literally called Cannibal, and a request to send 6 to 8 ounces of it to the lab. Online, this became instant, gleeful proof of ritual cannibalism among the elite. It spread the way everything spreads now. Fast, confident, and almost entirely unverified. Here's the actual sober version. This is speculation. Internet speculation. Built on word association and a restaurant name that is, admittedly, doing the theory a huge favor. There is no confirmed evidence that jerky meant anything other than jerky. It might be exactly as stupid as it sounds. The same email chain includes 250 liters of sulfuric acid being ordered,
which true crime forums will tell you is a body disposal method, and which chemists will tell you is also used in, among other things, laboratories, industrial cleaning, and completely mundane research. Both things can be true. The emails are genuinely bizarre, and the leap to confirmed cannibalism ring is not supported by anything except vibes and a restaurant name.
What's actually verifiable, and somehow less discussed, is that Epstein reportedly asked an associate, Al Seckel, to alter his Wikipedia page and manipulate his search results to bury the words sex offender. A billionaire with a full security apparatus, lawyers, fixers, offshore accounts, decided his single biggest threat was his own SEO ranking. Seckel was later found dead at the bottom of a cliff in 2015. His death was ruled the way it was ruled. The circumstances remain unresolved, and no confirmed link to Epstein has been established. Everything else is theory.
So why do 6 million pages become 3 million released pages? And why does protecting privacy apparently mean blacking out casual check-ins while leaving disturbing content visible? Officially, redactions exist to protect victims and uninvolved third parties. In practice, the redaction choices have been publicly criticised as inconsistent, and it's taken lawmakers formally petitioning to get specific names, like Wexner's, unredacted at all. That inconsistency is the actual scandal sitting underneath the cannibalism noise. Because while a portion of the internet is out here treating a jerky recipe like a Dan Brown subplot, the boring, provable failure is a government body deciding case by case whose name the public gets to know. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just how it went.
And this is where I have to be straight with you for a second, because it matters. Somewhere in all of this, actual children were trafficked and actually harmed over years by actual named adults with actual resources to make it disappear. That part isn't a theory. That part isn't funny, and it's not going to be treated like it is. The mockery in this story is for the redaction committees, the SEO requests, the resignation dominoes, and the group chat that thinks jerky cracked a global conspiracy. It is never for them.
So, confirmed.
Epstein trafficked children, built relationships with an absurd list of powerful people, and died in custody under circumstances that remain officially suicide and practically convenient. Confirmed. 3 million of 6 million pages are out. Redactions have been inconsistent, and specific names have only surfaced under political pressure. Alleged, and only alleged, emails suggesting Musk asked about parties, Clinton denying wrongdoing, Gates trading pandemic planning emails with Epstein's network. Unknown, and likely staying that way, what's in the other 3 million pages, and whether jerky was ever anything but bad taste in code names?
What isn't unknown, and doesn't need a theory? Real people were hurt, and the institutions meant to hold their traffickers accountable mostly held a press conference instead. Look at the redaction logs yourselves. They're public. Decide what protecting privacy actually protected. The paperwork's still coming out. The truth, as usual, is taking the scenic route.